Good morning. We got the upper body day today off of 5 hours of sleep. Let's go. You good? Oh, quick shoulder stretch. Ooh. It's always much harder to bring in a bag with equipment like resisted bands. It's so much easier to make your own resistance. My personal problems with my sides, and so helping myself stretch is so helpful before the bench press. Also trying to get the separation of my front chest, my shoulders away from my back. It's such a good feeling. Okay, warm up. Let's see how the bar feels today. It's a weirdo talking to a human. And of course we both don't want to be here off of 5 hours of sleep. But it's all good because we're young adults and we're responsible adults. We're both getting stuff done. You were getting a lot of our chores done, which I appreciate. And I was just trying to get some extra work done. I'm 30, so as important as the sleep and all the pillars are, I just want to stay productive and get what I need to do done. The rest of the pillars are why I actually stay strong and I'm able to increase my strength. So when I continue to focus on my nutrition, even though I'm not sleeping well enough, and my stress levels, even though I'm not sleeping enough, and then my stretching and my actual weight resistance, that's how we actually stay so consistent and do well with this stuff. So it doesn't fucking matter, let's go. Good shit. And even with that lack of sleep, it's just not enough to stop us. I know I ate well yesterday, so I'm fueled. I know I'm gonna eat well today, so I know I have my back. I know we're gonna get some coffee and all these other things to help us stay productive. So even off the low sleep, why not take the chance and go and get it? It's all good to yawn, as long as we keep moving. Good. Because on these low sleep days, the sleep doesn't become the focus, the consistency does. Good job. Good. Good. I'm here if you fail. Good drive. You just said you feel so weak? What are you feeling?
It's not the same ability to push as much weight for as long.
Not the same ability to put the same weight. I hear you. I can definitely feel it as well. Not just in the lack of strength, but also the technique. My bar path was off and stuff. I know it definitely affects more. That's why people are told that sleep is so important. It's just also that people aren't getting enough sleep and aren't taking care of the rest of this stuff, like the cortisol management and the eating. Yeah, it super sucks. Super feel it. Oof. But not me, bitch. This is mental. Me versus me, as always. I gotta move my mic. How we doing, bro?
What's up, brother? Feeling all right?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Let's go. You too, man. I still want those two, so it's a whole set of 8. Oh, I don't give a fuck how bad it is. You gotta still. Oh. Good. Yeah, 245s for sure. I'm still going 225. Someone just farted over here. Is that you?
That wasn't you?
No, that was terrible. Somebody in this gym just tooted insane. It was not me. What the fuck? I say excuse me. I don't joke for that long. I was rude of you. She's leaving because somebody farted so bad. Oh, that's great. I know it's really bad. It's so interesting leaving Temecula and then reflecting, because I know for a fact that on day 1 I ate enough protein because I fought for it. On day 2 I barely ate enough protein. I still had to fight for it even going into the night after I got home. Since I was fueled on Monday, I was able to get into the gym, and I was in here squatting 345 before I got out of here and then got off to work. I don't think that a lot of parents and players that were out there took care of themselves the same way. So I would assume that going into this week, a lot of those people are working from a deficit, not having their bodies fueled well enough, probably having an increase in stress, and then also having a reduction in movement. And then instead of actually taking care of themselves and stretching and then going to hit more legs so that we strengthen from the weakness, I'm sure that they're just compounding weakness. So it's really interesting because these habits don't just start with players, and they definitely don't just end with the parents. They start with both together so that the entire family has a plan going into these things. And there are so many lacrosse games and lacrosse tournaments this summer. Please make sure that your daughter does not go into her school season, her school, like with a torn ACL and a bunch of injuries. Make sure that she's feeling good after the summer that she just played. Make sure that you've taken care of yourself so that while you're dragging her around, you're not just complaining about everything. I'm tired too, but we got 225. Let's go. All right, if I can get 3, if I can get 4, I'm happy. You good? I'm going for a 3 to 4. It's gonna be tough. It's all good though.
Got it.
That feels good enough. Are you done? All right, hold. I'm still gonna add. All right, last one here. We got 245 for 1. Here. Can I take your headphones for a second?
You want me to play something?
That'd be great. Something good.
I got you.
Some Ed Sheeran.
You want the volume up?
A little bit. Come on, pussy. You good? Oh. I got it. Thanks. Oh. Doesn't matter how dirty it feels, you just gotta go for it. We have to go heavy. So we done that, now we move. Let's lock in. Yeah, 205, yep. Yeah. There are a bunch of reasons why I love fitness and communication coaching, but there are 3 reasons why I feel qualified to do the fitness coaching. The first reason is because I've seen myself make my own transformation. I went from being a high-level Division I college athlete that didn't know how to fuel myself to being an individual who understood that I didn't take care of myself well enough. After college, I let myself go a little bit and I wasn't taking care of myself, and I saw that I needed to get back on the bandwagon. I found my mental fortitude. I found the techniques and the information that I needed, and then I got myself back here in a real way. Everything I've done by myself. I haven't had a trainer that I've been working with, and I have seen myself get results. So that's number 1. The second is that I love people and that I pay a lot of attention. I know what people are struggling with usually before they tell me, and once they tell me, before inserting my own opinions, I ask a lot of questions. And that really helps me find understanding from my clients and what they need to move forward with. Lastly, I'm an elite motivator, and I'm really good at getting people to do what they need to do, but also enjoying their process. And so for these reasons, I love doing this shit. Even though I'm not the biggest individual, you'll definitely see people that are bigger than me. And online on Instagram, you're definitely going to see enhanced individuals that can throw around silly weight. And still, being an individual who's gone through the struggles that I've gone through, And the fact that I can still push the weight that I can, and that I have the information, the techniques, and the execution that we do have is exactly why I'm gonna keep doing this shit. And I really appreciate the support. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. As a coach, one of the biggest things that's frustrating me in my community right now is the fact that we have lost the understanding that it takes a village. And that doesn't mean just everyone hyping up the best kids and showing support. I think that's all great, but what we really need is the focus of development in our community. So the fact that you are happy when we cheer on your kid is great, but the fact that you have no understanding and appreciation when we are trying to discipline your child is really telling and showing of why we're not developing together as a people and moving forward. And it's so funny because outside of cheering on your kid, okay, we can't help discipline, but then what happens when we can establish standards of a community? So obviously I'm a girls lacrosse coach, but when I'm watching us play girls lacrosse, it seems that none of the parents, none of the coaches, none of the referees even have the same understandings and takeaways. Are we all looking for these girls to develop themselves as individuals, to improve, to have fun, and to stay in the sport? Or are we trying to produce crash outs that all want to quit the game and that are super terrible to each other? It's clear what we are getting in the community right now, and it's also very clear that we are not operating together to set standards and to ask something specific of the people that are teaching our kids and our kids themselves, who we should have high expectations of. And so it becomes very clear to me when we're all interacting in the same space, but a lot of people are just doing it in different ways, that we have no cohesion as a community, and there's no common focus, no common goal. And I say that because if we all had a common goal, our kids wouldn't just be better. Ourselves as adults, we would be much better. And our community, our people would be much better. The things that we observe with Donald Trump, with our government, with the issues of polarization and tribalism are all things that we are actively contributing to in our lacrosse community right now. And it doesn't make sense because, again, we just don't have the standards. If we did have the standards, we would see all of our people get way better, we would benefit from more opportunities, and we would have more on the back end and less to complain about. But we continue to see that there's just way more that we're finding and focusing on to complain about. And so it's all good. If you want to let your kids get leapfrogged out of opportunities, go ahead. My kids will continue to be developed at a high level, and they'll continue to win these lacrosse championships, and then later down the line, take your job as well. So I'll be seeing you.